Oliver. It's Bob Hunt. Bob Hunt with a birthday. We got Nellie's daughter-in-law, Sarah Beth McCowan, on the birthday club. Also Randall Gray, Jennifer Polston. Rachel Rogan's 22 today. Chris DeVore, James Brown, Sue Haynes, Linda Bartley. Ava Grace Hoskins is turning 7 today. And that's just what we know so far. 651-9149, 800-956-1023. Online, we're here for you, WCLU radio.com. Check in with Ray Staging. He's going to explain how and when the weather is going to affect us over the next couple of days. Ray?
All right, so here we go. We're right on the edge of the winter weather advisories for tonight, early tomorrow morning. I think the best chance of frozen accumulations of ice and snow is probably going to be to our north. But, hey, we've got to have a heads up. Winter weather advisory, 6 p.m. this evening until 5 a.m. Thursday morning. There some rain showers around this morning, steadier rain this afternoon, but a chilly rain at that. To be heads up early, take a look at the car thermometer. If your numbers are around freezing and that precip comes in, it may briefly start even this morning as a little bit of sleet or wet snow, but not anticipating problems first part of the day. With the rain this afternoon, certainly slick travel with the wet roadways, 39 degrees. And then tonight we'll have rain around and drop to 32 degrees, so there may be some freezing rain, maybe some sleet and snow in some spots. So heads up tomorrow morning. Could get a little bit slick. And as we go through the day tomorrow, we should rise to 40, and we may get a few snow showers later in the day and into tomorrow night. And then the colder air comes in, back into the upper 20s tomorrow night. Friday, mostly sunny, better low 50s, and even better for the upcoming weekend as we start a dry run of weather. Saturday and Sunday, a mix of clouds and sunshine, highs in the mid to upper 50s. I'm meteorologist Ray Staging, a Weather Channel on WCLU, your home for local.
Thank you, Ray. As we look at the WCLU constant coverage in-studio radar screen zoomed way out there, you can see that the rain shower activity to the southeast is where all the activity is. Some light snow shower activity, but pretty far to the south as we see snow in northern Arkansas and western Tennessee this morning. A few snow flurries over there, so a lot of cold air in the neighborhood here in south central Kentucky. Let me get my notes out that I took down from looking at the weather instruments this morning. The barometer is at 30.42. The winds out of the northeast at around 9 miles an hour, 85% humidity. We have had rain. It all came yesterday, very light, very cold, too, if you're out in it. 0.3 of an inch of rain is what we had yesterday, so we're waking up with 30 degrees, 0.3 of an inch of rain, and maybe a winter weather watch coming in here a bit later on tonight. We'll wait and see. And Wes Royce will join us in the newsroom next.
Have you considered what your retirement looks like? Here are some things about retirement that may surprise you. 64% of retirees say they are confident about having enough money to live comfortably throughout their retirement years. Yet according to the Economic Policy Institute, nearly half of families have no retirement account savings at all. In 2017, more than 67% of retirees depended on Social Security as a major source of their income. The average monthly Social Security benefit at the beginning of 2018 was $1,404. Due to health care costs associated with living longer, 26% of workers now intend to keep working until age 70 and beyond, and 10% don't intend to retire at all. The 65 and older group is expected to become larger and have more influence in the future. Have you made arrangements for health care? Are you comfortable with your investment decisions? If you are unsure about your decisions, give the Fouch Wealth Advisory Group, Sam Dickinson, or Brian Basinger a call at 270-651-2663. Investment counseling since 1854. Securities offered by JJB Hilliard W. Alliance LLC. Member NYSE, SIPC, and FINRA. Investing in securities involves risk.
Glasgow Prescription Center is the culmination of my husband's professional career. When he took over GPC, he didn't want to be just good. He'd already done that. He wanted to be great. And I think his patients would agree that he's done just that. Could he get by with a smaller staff? Sure. The gift shop, the flower shop, delivery people, a brand new facility, none of those things are required to have a pharmacy, but that's why it's not just a good pharmacy, it's a great one. I'm really excited to see what Robert is going to do next because I know he's going to put his heart into it.
Who will be the future face of Pettigo Lessenberry? Through expert analysis, we've confirmed their potential. With intense training, we've prepared them for any occurrence. We've taken their strengths and made them stronger. Now it's time to see what they're made of. Presenting the future face of ISU Pettigo Lessenberry Insurance.
Hello, I'm Jared Pursley.
And I'm Daniel Bird.
And we're more than prepared to serve you here at ISU Pettigo Lessenberry Insurance.
Growing with a proud community since 1902.
For WCLU Local News, I'm Wes Royce reporting some follow-up information on the recent inaugural Mega Mammoth event held in Cave City on October the 27th. 100% of the admission fees collected that day were given to COSAIR charities, and during the one-day event, over 400 persons came through the gates to show their support for the cause and visit the vendors. In one day at the first event, they successfully raised $2,032 for COSAIR charities to assist with life-saving medical expenses. Going to be given away in a few weeks a 2018 COSAIR Shriners annual car giveaway. They sold 76 tickets to that for a 1939 Chevrolet sedan street rod. And Aaron Cowan wants to thank the public and the media for their support. Shooting their highest score of the season, Barron County's AJROTC defeated Kalihike Rifle Team 872 to 811 in the National Air Rifle League, their fourth win in a row. They finished the season with a 5-1 record. Barron County AJROTC was led by Mackenzie Martinez, who shot a .233. The remaining contributing members were Wesley Liverman, Hunter Seller, Isaac Shackelford, and Barron County AJROTC is from Glasgow, Kentucky, coached by Phil Geralds. Next up, Barron County will compete against Hershey AJROTC from Wichita Falls, Texas. Hershey AJROTC is currently 4-2 on the year, while Kalihike Rifle Team will compete against Elliott County and Sandy Hook. Elliott County is currently at 0-5. The two teams are competing in the distinguished division of the Orion National Air Rifle League, sponsored by the Orion Scoring System. The league is a national team league high for high school teams and junior rifle clubs. In Kentucky, approximately 9,981 children live in some type of foster care setting. Many have spent most of their lives in temporary situations. 27% of children will never return to their birth families. Sadly, 257 children and youth in the Barron River region are living in foster care whose goal is adoption. The typical child who is available for adoption is at least 9 years old, moves 3 or more times in foster care, separated from siblings, and will wait at least 5 years to be adopted. Tragically, many will never be adopted and will leave the system at age 18, going into the world without the support of a family. The month of November is National Adoption Awareness Month, and the Family Enrichment Center Adoption Resource Program believes everyone can make a difference, either by adopting a child from foster care or by supporting the work of agencies finding forever families for children. On Monday, November the 19th, they will celebrate the 56 families who adopted 93 children this year in the Barron River region. The reception will start at 6 p.m. The Cabinet for Health and Family Services Department of Protection and Permanency located in Bowling Green. Park City Elementary will host author Jessica Young on Friday. The visit is part of Kentucky Humanities statewide KBF School Days program, a student outreach program of the Kentucky Book Festival. From November 12th through the 16th, 6 children's authors will visit 11 schools in geographically diverse parts of Kentucky, reaching more than 1,250 students. Jessica Young grew up in Canada, author of 15 books, including the award-winning My Blue is Happy. 125 Park City Elementary students will participate in this program. Thanks to a generous grant from the Elsa Heisel Sewell Foundation, each student will receive a copy of Haggis and Tank Unleashed, All Paws on Deck, a book written by author Jessica Young. The school will also receive 5 copies of Young's book. For WCLU Local News, I'm Wes Royce. More local news when we continue here on WCLU. It's 30 degrees right now in downtown Glasgow.
Lesenberry Do-It Center is Glasgow's only locally owned hardware store, and that means a lot to me. Lesenberry's has been in business for over 100 years. I walk in the store, they know who I am, and I get the help that I need. For me, Lesenberry's is the easiest place for me to shop, simply because it's a local family-owned business, and I feel comfortable when I'm there. And I'm glad there's still a place like that in Glasgow I can go to.
Hi, I'm Fred Parrish here at Parrish Carpet in Glasgow, Kentucky. My parents started this business over 50 years ago, so we know flooring here at Parrish Carpet. We have a large showroom and a big selection in stock. We do custom binding and we do free estimates. We've served a lot of people in the 50+ years, and we'd like to thank each and every one of you. So if you have a flooring need, come see us at Parrish Carpet.
In more local news at this hour, a local artist's work on display at the Glasgow Barron County Chamber of Commerce. Ruth Ann Howell, a native of Barron County, has mastered the skill of painting, and currently her artwork is on display at the chamber. Ruth Ann and her husband Richard now live in Glasgow. Ruth wears many hats as a wife, mother, now a grandmother to 6 grandchildren. Always a creative soul, and after retirement from the Glasgow Board of Education, she became an avid painter in acrylic and watercolor mediums. Painting has opened her world to the experience of viewing subjects dimensionally while capturing the subtlety of colors. Whether painting flowers, landscapes, country lanes, or her grandchildren's favorite subjects, she enjoys capturing the essence of life around her. She's an active member of the Arts Guild of the Barrens and often displays her art at the Fine Arts Bistro on East Main Street. Be sure to stop by the Glasgow Barron County Chamber of Commerce this week to view her artwork. A reception to honor Ruth Ann Howell will be held at the Chamber office on Monday from 4:30 until 6 p.m. Be sure to stop by and enjoy the lovely artwork of this talented artist, Ruth Ann Howell. Also, the Glasgow Barron County Chamber of Commerce will host a ribbon cutting coming up today at 11 a.m. That will be for the Kentucky Career Center, located at 445 North Green Street. For WCLU Local News, I'm Wes Royce. Up next, Melena Hughes has this week's Trojan Report.
I'm Melena Hughes with this week's Trojan Report. Congratulations to BCHS Cheer, winning first runner-up at UCA Bluegrass Regional and winning second runner-up in UCA Game Day, earning 2 bids to Nationals in Orlando. All Calendar Girl winners should have already sent pictures and sponsors to Gerald Printing or Miss Bewley. Congratulations to the Barron County FFA. The trap team placed 4th in the recent state competition held in Hartford, Kentucky. The veterinary science team placed 12th in the state, and the horsemanship team placed 2nd in the state in recent competition at Murray State. FCA students will be taking a yearbook photo during WIN on Tuesday, November 20th in the gym. Also, information is being provided this week at the morning FCA huddles regarding a Christmas party December 12th. See Mr. Steenbergen in room 12 for more information. The junior class is selling candy bars to raise money for prom. Earn a free ticket by selling 2 boxes of chocolate. See Miss Harris in room 25 in the science hall for more information. The Leo's Club is setting boxes throughout the school for students to donate new or gently used items for the community. These items can be for both adults and children. Possible items could include coats or jackets, gloves or mittens, socks, and beanies. These items will be distributed at the local soup kitchen and at the Boys and Girls Club. Anyone interested in Vex Robotics should plan to meet Friday, November 16th in room 229 of the Innovation Zone immediately after school. The lab will be open for students to build and program until 4:30. If you have any questions, see Miss Page. Preparatory business and marketing students attending the Gordon Ford College of Business Student Day on November 30th must have their permission forms submitted to Miss Rush in room 100 at an ATC by Friday. On the sports calendar, Thursday the bowling teams will host Warren Central, and on Saturday the swim team will compete in the Rick Cohn Invitational at Hopkinsville. Also on Saturday, the dance team competes in a regional competition at Muhlenberg County, and the cheer team competes in a regional competition at Bowling Green. Next Monday, the Trojan Net basketball team has a home scrimmage against Adair County. Next Tuesday, the Trojan basketball team has a home scrimmage against LaRue County. For a daily rundown on what's happening at BCHS, tune in to our student radio broadcast each day at around 7:30 a.m. and 3 p.m. on our high school radio station, Trojan Radio 88.7 FM, and online at barronschools.com. That's this week's Trojan Report from Barron County High, where opportunity creates success. We are BC.
From the Kentucky News Network, I'm Jaleesa Chapman. The governor of Kentucky is defending a state law being challenged in federal court. The federal lawsuit challenges a state law prohibiting the dismemberment of a living fetus. Governor Matt Bevin.
To me, it is sadistic and barbaric that we would consider, even if you were a supporter of abortion, the idea that you would consider it appropriate to dismember a child in this way is disgusting.
The federal trial is expected to last through the week. A former standout basketball player for Western Kentucky University and Campbellsville University is dead after being killed in a murder-suicide in Kansas. Police say 27-year-old Courtney Bivens was shot to death Tuesday by 34-year-old Joshua Mobley, who then turned the gun on himself. Campbellsville University officials confirmed that Bivens was previously known as Courtney Clifton. A suspect accused of murdering 8 members of a family in Ohio is arrested in Lexington. In 2016, 8 members of the Roden family were murdered at 4 homes. Ohio Attorney General Mike DeWine says 47-year-old George Billy Wagner was arrested Tuesday.
4 members of the Wagner family, a husband, a wife, their 2 adult sons, are all now facing numerous charges, including 8 counts of aggravated murder each.
DeWine said the Wagners planned the murders and the custody of one child may have played a role. Active and retired police officers are stepping forward to honor one of their own. Louisville's first black female police officer now has a monument dedicated in her honor. Officials unveiled the Bertha Wedby Grave Monument Tuesday. She became the first black woman to join the ranks of the department in 1922. I'm Jaleesa Chapman.
This is the Kentucky News Network.
Alabama, live in concert. Song of the South. Friday, December 7th, Rupp Arena, a historic night in Lexington, Kentucky for one night only.
Like Grandma,
Alabama, with Ricky Skaggs.
Country boy,
and the Kentucky Headhunters. Tickets on sale now at Ticketmaster.com. Presented by iHeartRadio.
Hi, I'm Ellie Clifford, and I'm thankful that my mom always makes us buckle up. It saved our lives. 3 years ago, me, my mom, my sister, and my friend were heading to church on a rainy day. Going around a curve, a car coming the other way hit us, and we went off the road and flipped over. It was scary, but thanks to our seatbelts, all we got were a few bruises and scrapes. So give yourselves a chance to be thankful and wear your seatbelt.
South Central Kentucky Monuments in Glasgow wants you to know that if you've recently lost a loved one or if you're thinking about a pre-need monument, they're here to make the process as stress-free as possible. With plenty of examples and a multitude of custom options, South Central Kentucky Monuments has the ability to offer you exactly what you want or help steer you in the right direction based on your preferences. Let my friends David, Jerry, and Adam Jesse provide the service and craftsmanship you deserve. To learn more, visit southcentralkymonuments.com.
30 degrees, WCLU at 25 minutes after 6 o'clock. Looking for possibly some wintry weather later on this evening. Could have had some rain in here by the middle of the morning as well. We'll check in with Ray Stajic in just a couple of moments. Area funeral announcements this hour. Cynthia Baxter Johnson, Cindy, age 61, of Big Clifty, quietly passed away Monday at her home, surrounded by friends, family, and a lot of love. The Glasgow native was active in the Glasgow Scotty Marching Band and carried a love for music throughout her life. After college, Cindy enjoyed a lengthy career as a medical technologist, working in several locations in Kentucky before moving to Colorado. She spent 10 years in Aspen, Colorado, working and helping to raise her beloved niece, Tayson. Anyone who knew Cindy most likely heard of the escapades as Cindy and Tayson explored the world together. She reconnected with her high school classmate, Leslie Johnson, and they were married in December of 2007. She retired to their home in Big Clifty in 2014. Cindy lost a 19-year battle with cancer and chose to be cremated. She is survived by her husband, Les Johnson, her parents, Billy Hall and Sandy Baxter, her sister, Karen Baxter, and her niece, Tayson Wilkins. A celebration of Cindy's life will be held at George J's on Saturday, December the 29th of this year from 5 until 8 p.m. Family and friends are invited to stop by this casual gathering to share stories and our love of Cindy. Please consider making a donation in remembrance of Cindy to BRAWA, the Barren River Animal Welfare Association. Arrangements have been entrusted to the Hatcher and Sadler Funeral Home. Brenda Marlene Chapman, age 68, of Glasgow, died Tuesday at Signature Healthcare. She was born in Glasgow to the late Clemmy Leo Chapman and Monty Aline Ward Chapman, who still survives. In addition to her mother, she is survived by her 2 children, Scotty Spann and Sharon Spann, one sister, Debbie Wells, 5 grandchildren, Connor and Madison Spann, Ashaya Houchins, Tyler Likens, Michaela Hurt, and 2 great-grandchildren, Weston and Wyatt Houchins. The family of Brenda Marlene Chapman has chosen cremation. No services will be scheduled at this time. A.F. Crow and Son Funeral Home has been entrusted with those arrangements. Regina Joan Bishop, age 69, of Cave City, died Monday at her home. She was a member of the New Hope Baptist Church in Cave City. She was a part owner and operator of the Bishop Fine Dining and Cavemen Pizza and Subs in Cave City and Park City. She is survived by her husband of 50 years, James Bishop, 2 children, Kevin L. Bishop and James M. Bishop, Jr., both of Cave City. 8 grandchildren, Sarah, Kyle, Casey, Justin, James, Kimberly, Connor, and Taylor, and 1 sister, Ramona Rose Martin of Munfordville, 1 brother, James Ritter of Flaherty. 13 great-grandchildren also survive. Service for Regina Joan Bishop will be at 11 o'clock on Friday at Wynn Funeral Home, with burial to follow in the Kentucky Veterans Cemetery Central in Radcliffe. Visitation from 3 until 8 Thursday and after 9 Friday at the Wynn Funeral Home. Donations can be made to the Regina Bishop Memorial Fund in care of the Wynn Funeral Home. Bernice Tina Clemens, age 74, of Bee Spring, died Monday at the Medical Center of Bowling Green. She was a homemaker and an employee of Grayson Manor and a member of the Order of Eastern Star, Chapter 26. She is survived by 2 sons, Reuben Webb and Alan Clemens, both of Bee Spring, a daughter, Tanya Johnson of Bee Spring, 2 sisters, Patty Basham of Bee Spring and Ann Clark of Big Clifty. 9 grandchildren, 14 great-grandchildren also survive. Services for Bernice Tina Clemens will be held at 1 Thursday at Bloomington General Baptist Church in Litchfield. Visitation begins Thursday at 10 at the church, with the Grayville Funeral Home in charge. McNeil Van Meter, age 78, of Bee Spring, died Sunday at his residence. McNeil retired from the Edmonson County School System as an administrator. He then owned and operated Van Meter Tax Service and was a seasonal tour guide at Mammoth Cave. He was a member and former song leader of Bee Spring Missionary Baptist Church. McNeil loved Southern gospel music, and he sang for years with his wife, Billy Poteet, Bertie Sailing, and Damon Ashley in Bee Springs Quartet. He was also a member of the Washington Meredith Masonic Lodge number 355 F&AM, and in his spare time he enjoyed golfing and time spent with his special Tomcat twin. He is survived by his devoted wife and helpmate, Helen Hayes Van Meter, a daughter, Robin Van Meter Cruz of Glasgow, a son, Brent Van Meter of Cleveland, 2 granddaughters, Alexis and Mallory Cruz, 1 sister, Ronna Sanders of Bee Spring, a niece, Jody Johnson. Funeral services for McNeil Van Meter will be at 2 Friday at Bee Spring Missionary Baptist Church. Interments to be in the Bee Spring Church Cemetery. Visitation will be held from 2 until 8 Thursday at the Patton Funeral Home in Brownsville, and from 10 until time for service Friday at the church. Masonic service will be held at 7 p.m. Thursday evening at the funeral home. Memorial contributions can be made to the American Cancer Society. Deborah Eileen Durbin, age 70, of Sunfish, died Saturday at the Medical Center of Bowling Green. She worked for the Edmonson County Board of Education, was a genuine example of kindness, generosity, encouragement, and unconditional love. And her greatest joys in life were her husband, her children, and her grandchildren. A welcoming hostess and the life of the party, Debbie loved her garden, sharing her view from the hill and making fun out of every occasion. Surviving her husband, Raymond J. Durbin, 2 daughters, Shelley Cauble of Overland Park, Kansas, and Jackie Bone of Louisville, a son, John Durbin of Chicago, a sister, Dorothy Mudd of Louisville. 2 brothers, Ronald Swallows of Jeffersonville and Ralph Swallows of Louisville. 6 grandchildren, Joseph, Rebecca, Jonathan, Abigail Cauble, Eliza, and Clara Bone. Service for Deborah Eileen Durbin will be held at 11 o'clock Friday at the St. John the Evangelist Catholic Church. Burial will follow in the church cemetery. Visitation will be held at the Grayville Funeral Home from 2 until 8 today, and then from 2 until 8 on Thursday, and from 9 until 10 on Friday. Service for Hallie Jane Hurt Spencer, 83, of Glasgow, will be today at 1 o'clock at Hatcher and Sadler Funeral Home. Burials to be in the Happy Valley Memorial Gardens. Service for James William Sonny Rich will be held today at 1 o'clock at the Harwood and Strode Funeral Home in Scottsville. Burial to follow in the Maple Grove Cemetery. Memorial contributions are suggested to the Maple Grove General Baptist Church Cemetery or Hospice of Southern Kentucky. Service for David Crane, 38, of Upton, will be today at 1 o'clock at Seagull Funeral Home. Burial in the Copeland Valley Cemetery. Service for Nita Louise Rowland Hammer, 86, of Glasgow, will be today at 1 o'clock at Yoakley Tribble Funeral Home. Burials to be in the Mount Poland Cemetery. Obituary information is available 24 hours a day free online, WCLUradio.com. No login is necessary.
Find the next great piece for your home at Barren River Consignment, where the inventory is designed to provide something for everyone. Affordable household items from mid-century to home decor, including furniture, artwork, dinnerware, glassware, and more. Each piece is cleaned and polished to ensure the highest quality to become the perfect fit for your home. Barren River Consignment also offers estate and tag sale services. Shop for style without breaking the bank. Barren River Consignment, located on L. Rogers Wells Boulevard in Glasgow.
A bountiful harvest is proof that hard work does pay off. Ken Davis Produce is also proof that driving just another 90 seconds past Donnelly's in Glasgow is a payoff in the quality you see and taste. And folks around here can taste the difference. Ken Davis Produce is next to the Farmer's Livestock Market. They have fall items now, like pumpkins in various shapes, colors, and sizes, and mums too. It's like a farmer's market that's open every day, but Sunday, of course, 8 to 5, 6 days a week. If you like things old-fashioned way, you're going to love Ken Davis Produce, out 68 and 80, just past the Livestock Market.
Extreme Prosthetics understands that when it comes to comfort and function, not all prosthetic devices are made the same. A properly fitted prosthesis can allow you to walk naturally without daily pain and discomfort. Extreme Prosthetics works with your physician and insurance company to help you get the comfort and function you deserve. Don't let your current discomfort and lack of mobility discourage you. Call the experts at Extreme Prosthetics today for a better, more comfortable life.
Nippy old 30 degrees out there today as we get started. Why don't we let Ray Stage make sure you know how to dress as you head out the door.
Winter weather advisory, 6 p.m. this evening until 5 a.m. Thursday morning. Have some rain showers around this morning, steadier rain this afternoon, but a chilly rain at that. Not anticipating problems first part of the day. With the rain this afternoon, certainly slick travel with the wet roadways. 39 degrees, and then tonight we'll have rain around and drop to 32 degrees, so there may be some freezing rain, maybe some sleet and snow in some spots. So heads up tomorrow morning. Could get a little bit slick. I'm meteorologist Ray Staging, a weather channel on WCLU, your home for local.
Seeing our first hint of rain in southern Kentucky, way back just to the west of Paducah. Another pocket is southwest of Mayfield, so it's entering the neighborhood, if you will. And it's just as chilly down there as it is here in south central Kentucky. So at 30 degrees, that could be some sleet pellets over there if you're driving into western Kentucky this morning. Barometer is at 30.42. Winds are out of the northeast at about 9 miles an hour. 85% humidity. We did get 0.3 of soft but cold rain yesterday. 0.30. We'll see how we make it today. 30 degrees now at WCLU.
Thoughts about safety from A.F. Crow & Son Funeral Home. A beautiful custom in our community is drivers paying respect to the departed and their families by pulling to the shoulder of the road when meeting a funeral procession. It shows reverence, respect, and even love for those suffering a loss. As meaningful as this is, your safety should always come before paying respects. The beautiful hills and winding roads that lead to many rural cemeteries can be a threat to public safety when drivers pull off the road near curves, hilltops, bridges, and other natural elements of our roads. For the sake of those sharing the road, including those in the procession, we urge you to use extreme caution where visibility is limited. Make the safe decision when encountering an oncoming funeral procession. Kentucky law doesn't require drivers to pull over. It's a tradition that should be governed by safety first. A message from A.F. Crow & Son Funeral Home of Glasgow.
One look at the new facility at 1300 West Main Street, and you can tell the People's Bank is growing. And that's because we have great customers who know a thing or two about growth. And what they'll all tell you is, well, the best growth strategy has always been hard work. That's why when it came time for Jerry Anderson to expand his cattle operation, he trusted the growth of his herd to the People's Bank, who worked hard to find the unique solutions to fit his needs. Experience what growth can be like with the People's Bank, working for you.
Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Why the name? What's keeping you from giving your life and your time to God? What's keeping you from being really the type of prayerful person you ought to be? Is it because you just feel empty? Maybe you're physically tired. Maybe you're stressed out. Maybe you're discouraged due to something that somebody else has said. Well, our obligation to pray, our obligation to come before God in worship does not change simply because we don't feel like it. Our approach to God is not tied to how we feel. In fact, it's the weak and the heavy laden, the burdened, who so desperately need to come before Jesus Christ. Do you feel just empty? That's the very time to come. This has been Bart Warren for the South Green Street Church of Christ.
30 degrees. Let's check the weather forecast. Not the weather forecast. How did I get weather forecast in there? It's raining birthdays. That's what it is. And Ralphie's Fun Center brings you the birthday list.
When was the last time you got your Ralphie on? What's getting your Ralphie on, you ask? When you're winning prizes and lighting up the score in the arcade, you're getting your Ralphie on. When you're dancing under the lights on roller skates, you've turned on your inner Ralphies. When you bring your coworkers to bowl in the business league, your office staff has clocked in on Ralphie's time. If you suffer from symptoms such as lack of fun, feeling bored, if you get frequent urges to act like it's your birthday, or if you're just not smiling enough, you need to go to Ralphie's. That's Ralphie's Fun Center in Glasgow. A great place for any party, event, field trip, or church group. Get your Ralphie on.
Okay, let's go ahead and look at the birthday club for today, shall we? Let me get the tune going here so we know exactly how to do this. We've got, first of all, Ava Grace Hoskins turning 7 today. Lindsay Bartley has a birthday. Sue Haynes, James Brown, Chris DeVore, Rachel Rogan. Rachel, we know, is 22 today. Jennifer Polston celebrates. Randall Gray, Sarah Beth McCowan, Bob Hunt, Blake Oliver, Earl Jackson, David Peterson, Cade Jones is 1. Lindsay Goss has a birthday today, too. We have, basically, it's all birthdays. I don't see any anniversaries yet on the list. You seen any anniversaries up there, Wes?
No, sir.
If we're all birthday-wise, and that will complete this round, be sure and let us know. 651-9149 or 800-956-1023 online, WCLUradio.com. Okay? Okay. We've got a birthday cake over here in the wings from Dairy Queen to award to somebody who makes the list today. Same arrangements for the Rose from Greer's Floors. So y'all move forward, and we will enjoy sharing birthdays and anniversaries with you today.
TJ Sampson, providing TLC, Total Local Care, 24/7. My husband and I were both admitted to TJ Sampson. They were so good to us, and we will always go back to TJ, your local health care provider. Total Local Care, 24/7.
Macintosh, Jonathan, Jonna Prince, and Honey Crisps. They're all ready right now. And those much-anticipated holiday grapes have arrived too, as well as those sweet and juicy fall pears. They're still field-grown and vine-ripened tomatoes.
Center is the culmination of my husband's professional career. When he took over GPC, he didn't want to be just good. He'd already done that. He wanted to be great. And I think his patients would agree that he's done just that. Could he get by with a smaller staff? Sure. The gift shop, the flower shop, delivery people, a brand new facility, none of those things are required to have a pharmacy, but that's why it's not just a good pharmacy, it's a great one. I'm really excited to see what Robert is going to do next because I know he's going to put his heart into it.
Who will be the future face of Pettigo Lessenberry? Through expert analysis, we've confirmed their potential. With intense training, we've prepared them for any occurrence. We've taken their strengths and made them stronger. Now it's time to see what they're made of. Presenting the future face of ISU Pettigo Lessenberry Insurance.
Hello, I'm Jared Pursley.
And I'm Daniel Bird.
And we're more than prepared to serve you here at ISU Pettigo Lessenberry Insurance.
Growing with a proud community since 1902.
Lessenberry Do-It Center is Glasgow's only locally owned hardware store, and that means a lot to me. Lessenberry's has been in business for over 100 years. I walk in the store, they know who I am, and I get the help that I need. For me, Lessenberry's is the easiest place for me to shop, simply because it's a local family-owned business, and I feel comfortable when I'm there. And I'm glad there's still a place like that in Glasgow I can go to.
Always be avoided. But at Southern Kentucky Collision, if you hit a deer, you get a turkey this holiday season. Southern Kentucky Collision. Call 270-651-6413.
15,000 inventory items, custom brake hoses while you wait, cylinder repair. Is there anything Joseph A. Wade can't do? Well, one thing's for sure, Joseph A. Wade Incorporated serves a large community of people who believe there's no job they can't do, and that's the same attitude Joseph A. Wade has in their line of work. So for the smallest screws, Allen wrenches, or drill bits, or even a 5-stage hydraulic cylinder measuring 25 feet in length, Joseph A. Wade's motto? No problem. Joseph A. Wade Incorporated, 311 Industrial Drive, Glasgow.
Hello, I'm Stephanie Bewley with Amedisys Home Health Care. Here at Amedisys Home Health, we know it is important to you and your family to trust the healthcare professionals that you invite into your home. And we want you to know that you have a choice. If your doctor talks to you and your loved ones about home health, ask for Amedisys. We are a group of compassionate professionals who deliver the best care to our patients in their homes. With Amedisys, expect quality, patient-focused care you need and deserve. Amedisys Home Health with a hometown touch. For more information, call 270-651-7640.
All right, 643 WCLU, 30 degrees is where we are. And let's see, I'm going to first of all get the archive news theme song up here and let everybody know we've had tons and tons of calls. It's just that no matter what phone we're on and what studio we're on, no matter where the phone comes from, a landline or a cell phone, nobody can hear what we are saying.
And that's going to make it hard for trivia, too, so we'll have to do Facebook only today.
Yeah, we will. But, here's the thing. It's part of, we live in a technical society, which means we have to deal with it when the technology fails, and we'll...
I don't even know who our phone company is.
Well, it's South Central RTC, and they do an absolutely stellar job. So I'm going to get in touch with their repair service here and say, hey, we want to respond to some of these people. Everybody's been nice, and you can send us an email with birthdays, things of that nature. So we'll deal with that here. But for now, we'll do the archives, and I hope Sam Terry is tuned in so he knows that we didn't forget him.
Well, he knows. I'm texting him.
We didn't call him up and try to... have a prank phone call and not say anything.
Sure.
It's just the way it happens sometimes. All right?
All right.
All right, so that's, but the show must go on, as they say, and we're going on. 100 years ago, and really I was going to bring this up to Sam being a professional journalist, as far as, going way, way, way back in the days of print media, but this story was 100 years ago in the Glasgow Republican.
Yeah.
It's not a story that we could write today just because of the way that things are just different. But in 1918, this was the news. So remember the date. Jim Bledsoe, a colored bootlegger of town, was apprehended as he got off of the train Saturday night with a basket containing 35 pints of liquor. He was brought before Judge Bowles on Monday. He was given a fine of $65 and a 10-day jail sentence. He seemed entirely indifferent, and evidently, though he had gotten off might light, we believe everybody else thought the same. So here's this fella. He, it's pretty obvious. You get off the train with a basket, somebody's going to want to know what's in it.
Yeah.
35 pints of liquor. Sounds like a heavy basket, nonetheless. But so he got fined $65, 10 days in jail. He thought it was too much, though. The townspeople said, what? That's nothing. So we had some controversy there in the prosecution of bootleggers back in...
That's really not that bad of a fine.
1980.
For that much liquor.
It just, the whole thing was like, I don't know how that worked out. All right, let's go to...
As the road hog would say, he's dried out.
He's dried out. He got off the train. He's hanging it up. All right,
we do have a guest for Swap and Shop.
Oh, we do?
Whatever this archives.
Is Hank here today?
Yeah, say hi, Hank.
Hey.
Say hi.
Hi.
Hey, Hank, how you doing?
How you doing?
Is it cold outside, sweetheart?
It is.
Okay, he's got his hood on. All right.
Stay with me, Bubba.
Okay, so here we go with 1928. The monthly meeting of the local TPA was held at the high school auditorium last Friday night, and it was a howling success. There were no eats at this meeting, the entire time being given over to entertainment with no charge for admission. The program was directed by Miss Esther Shader, and Mr. E.L. Curley was the master of ceremonies. Now, one of several programs was Kill or Cure, which is an interesting name for any type of a program. Kill or Cure. It was brought to view by Reverend B.A. Sykers, by Billy Vaughn, yes, that Billy Vaughn, John Terry Mitchell, Jack Leach, Clarence Pace, Ernest Leach Myers, and Tom Warder. In 1928, these young folks were putting on a show. the local TPA. I think that's kind of neat. Hey, we got so much entertainment, we're not going to feed you anything for the value of this entertainment. Just come and enjoy the entertainment. 1928.
Can't beat that deal.
In the Republican. All right, let's get over here to 1938. We've got many family heirlooms being shown at the Women's Club exhibition. An exhibit of unusual interest was presented at the regular November meeting of the Glasgow Women's Club. The exhibit included the following. Mrs. Perry Kaufman had a display of pewter articles and coin silver spoons. Mrs. D.G. Hayes had a display of antique glass, including an outstanding piece of blue sandwich glass. Yeah. Wonder what sandwich glass is.
That's the kind you don't eat.
It's blue, too, so you'll know. Also, there were hand-woven and crocheted bedspreads made by the grandmothers of several club members. Wow. Also, some modern ones made by the members. The Settles rifles were on exhibit, one of them made back in 1848. Silver-mounted and containing a silver cap box, and one made in 1868, originally owned by Nicholas Wren Jones, and another rifle from the forge of Felix Jones in 1850, when this celebrated the rifle maker located at Roseville. There's a big sign down there at Roseville where these guns were made. Many other interesting exhibits were included, but all could not be noted in the short time available, as much as we regret the inability to include the same. So what we have is a big women's club exhibition, and people they were encouraged to bring their heirlooms, and it sounds to me like there were lots of heirlooms brought to display at this event.
Based on what I can tell from Google, sandwich glass is a much sought-after 19th century work of art.
Okay.
Sort of. Kind of like those fancy, like those fancy flower vases and stuff.
Yeah.
know? That's what I'm getting.
All right.
So it has nothing to do with a sandwich.
Yeah. But it probably has something to do with the way it's made, you think?
Probably.
1948, Miss Betsy Jean Edmonds, the daughter of Mr. Leonard Edmonds of Route 1 Glasgow, recently became the bride of Irby C. Garrett, the son of Wilburn C. Garrett of Glasgow Route 4. The double ring ceremony performed Saturday, October the 30th by the Reverend J.S. Ferguson at his home near Heisville. Those attending the ceremony were Mrs. Dorothy Edmonds of Beckton and Mary M. Ford of Glasgow, Faunus Ritter, and Jacob D. Goodman, also of Glasgow. Sounds like a big wedding and a festive one as well. All right, so let's see what else we have right here. This is going to be the 1958 archives. This is, there was once a day in our history when we welcomed people to the neighborhood. We knew our neighbors better than we know our neighbors now, and I think everybody would admit that, and I would admit to not being good at trying to meet my new neighbors. But look what happened in 1958. Mr. and Mrs. David Bailey were the recipients of a surprise housewarming Saturday night at their lovely new home in Wedgwood. Now, here's the following guests on hand bearing gifts and refreshments. Mr. and Ms. Dams Bobby Biggers, Bob Carter, Bob Ward, Carol Holmes, James Gillenwater, Shelley Ryherd, Kenneth Motley, Joe Ryherd, Howard Harris, Harold Finn, Ronald Lewis, Leonard Kelsey, and Billy George Evans. Now, that's a fine bunch of folks to come over and welcome the Baileys into their new home on Wedgwood in 1958.
A family that had a lot of people welcoming to the new homes.
That's right. Might even got some sandwich glass as a gift.
Yeah, Sam Terry tells us sandwich glass is made in Sandwich, Massachusetts.
Okay, all right.
So he's with us in spirit.
Yeah, he's in spirit. We just he can't hear what we're saying. It's a one-way conversation. All right. Also, this day in 1968, we got news of Arnett Grove, Mr. Billy Cox. He killed an 8-point deer on Wednesday of the first week of rifle season. I wish I knew more about this, because this was the first week of rifle season at Mammoth Cave National Park. Now,
yeah, they rethought that.
Yeah, I'm not a hunter, but the thing is, I didn't know that you had and I'm sure they did. Somebody going to tell me, well, they do it every year, but I didn't know that. They have a rifle season inside of Mammoth Cave National Park. I do remember reading some news stories of some people who got caught, like using lights and other things to try to, engage in a successful hunt. But anyway, that was 1968 when.
If it's overpopulated, I mean,
that's right.
Make it.
Sometimes it's part of the.
Right now, I-65 is overpopulated with
that's
it.
Exactly right.
They're all scared.
Also from Arnott Grove, Mr. Hayden Saltzman and family, Mr. Ray Billingsley and family, Mr. and Ms. William Billingsley and Gay, and Mr. Botts Walker and Mrs. Lewis Phillips, along with Mr. Orville Wilkerson and family, were the supper and bedtime guests of Mr. and Ms. Demon Garrett on Sunday night. That's a lot of company out at Arnott Grove.
Mm-hmm.
And hey, come on by. We'll eat supper and then spend the night. And that was at Arnott Grove.
There's been so many times I've wanted to do that.
Yeah, so you eat so much you can't leave, you get tired. So let's do what makes sense.
They always come and ask me, "Is there anything else I can get for you, sir?"
That's right.
To-go box,
yeah,
whatever. I said, "I'll take a blanket and a pillow."
Recliner,
blanket and a pillow.
Anyway.
That'd be good.
Yeah.
I mean, especially if you go over there to Cracker Barrel and they got that fire going.
Yeah.
You don't want to leave.
Well, no, you don't. But I mean, I know a lot of folks' homes who have just as good of a fireplace, for sure.
That's a big fireplace.
This day in 1978, the family night was held in downtown Glasgow. Here's the stores participating in family night. This is a neat idea. Come to the National Store, Gladys K's, Stevens Men's and Boys Store, Profits, Ben Franklin's, Jeans, and Fry's. Those stores were saying, come on down. We're going to have a family night. Bring the whole family. In 1978, that's the way that it was done in downtown Glasgow.
You got a visitor coming to see you.
Okay. Come in here. Hey. All right, let's go to 1988. This was the news where Greg Nunn, it was noted, is going to participate in the 1988 North American International Livestock Exposition. He has entered 2 events in the quarter horse division. So Greg Nunn, he's a well-known fella who's done a good job around here for a lot of folks. And that youth of going to the North American International Livestock Exposition, he did good. I'm going to do some more name dropping here from 1998. DAR held its annual tribute to veterans. Mm-hmm. And it's noted that Bill Smith, Kenneth Wood, Vincent Harlow, Cecil Good, Harold Matthews, Harold Strode, Roger McCoy, Wesley Morrison, Neil Jewell, Ted Winbigler, and Dr. Robert McKinley were all honored at the DAR Tribute to the Veterans here in 1998. And then 10 years ago, 2008, veterans were honored also at Freedom. And retired CSM Robin Lamb was the guest speaker as the veterans were honored at Freedom. Now, that was always a wonderful place for veterans celebration.
Well, with a name like
with
that,
a name like Freedom, that's a big deal of it. And also, if we, we remember some of the folks who grew up around Freedom made sure that the name Freedom was always used in a positive note. Mm-hmm. And that was in 2008, 10 years ago. Thanks for joining us for the archives. We'll do more tomorrow. Thanks to the folks who do the digging. We're going to try to have Sam Terry back tomorrow and make it a two-way conversation. Sorry about that. We don't know why we can't hear anybody, why they can't hear us. So anyway, the thing is, we'll do. If you want to play trivia, you got to play trivia on Facebook with us.
That's if I can get the phone away from Hank.
Okay, all right. Well, you work on that. 30 Degrees, WCLU. The archives brought to you by.
Hey, be sure and remind folks, like in the next 10 minutes.
Okay.
Remind them they need to go to our Facebook page to leave the answer in the comments. Okay.
Okay. Amedisys Home Health and Joseph A. Wade Industrial Hardware Service.
Hi, I'm Fred Parrish here at Parrish Carpet in Glasgow, Kentucky. My parents started this business over 50 years ago, so we know flooring here at Parrish Carpet. We have a large showroom and a big selection in stock. We do custom binding and we do free estimates. We've served a lot of people in the 50-plus years, and we'd like to thank each and every one of you. So if you have a flooring need, come see us at Parrish Carpet.
Find the next great piece for your home at Barren River Consignment, where the inventory is designed to provide something for everyone. Affordable household items from mid-century to home decor, including furniture, artwork, dinnerware, glassware, and more. Each piece is cleaned and polished to ensure the highest quality to become the perfect fit for your home. Barren River Consignment also offers estate and tag sale services. Shop for style without breaking the bank. Barren River Consignment, located on L. Rogers Wells Boulevard in Glasgow.
A bountiful harvest is proof that hard work does pay off. Ken Davis Produce is also proof that driving just another 90 seconds past Donnelly's in Glasgow is a payoff in the quality you see and taste. And folks around here can taste the difference. Ken Davis Produce is next to the Farmers Livestock Market. They have fall items now, like pumpkins in various shapes, colors, and sizes, and mums too. It's like a farmer's market that's open every day, but Sunday, of course, 8 to 5, 6 days a week. If you like things old-fashioned way, you're gonna love Ken Davis Produce, out 68 and 80, just past the Livestock Market.
Extreme Prosthetics understands that when it comes to comfort and function, not all prosthetic devices are made the same. A properly fitted prosthesis can allow you to walk naturally without daily pain and discomfort. Extreme Prosthetics works with your physician and insurance company to help you get the comfort and function you deserve. Don't let your current discomfort and lack of mobility discourage you. Call the experts at Extreme Prosthetics today for a better, more comfortable life.
It just takes one look at the new facility at 1300 West Main Street, and you can tell the People's Bank is growing. And that's because we have great customers who know a thing or two about growth. And what they'll all tell you is, well, the best growth strategy has always been hard work. That's why when it came time for Jerry Anderson to expand his cattle operation, he trusted the growth of his herd to the People's Bank, who worked hard to find the unique solutions to fit his needs. Experience what growth can be like with the People's Bank, working for you.
Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Haywood Sales and Service on Finney Road at Haywood. Discuss your needs at 270-814-1068.
Well, by request today, it's Lowell Browning Day on the radio. Lowell's a good fella. He needs a good pat on the back. Why don't you accomplish that today and let Lowell Browning know he's good as gold from WCLU and a little taste of Texas, where they're going to look forward to seeing you down there for lunch today.
Winter weather advisory, 6 p.m. this evening until 5 a.m. Thursday morning. Have some rain showers around this morning, steadier rain this afternoon, but a chilly rain at that. Not anticipating problems first part of the day. With the rain this afternoon, certainly slick travel with the wet roadways, 39 degrees. And then tonight we'll have rain around and drop to 32 degrees, so there may be some freezing rain, maybe some sleet and snow in some spots. So heads up tomorrow morning, could get a little bit slick. I'm meteorologist Ray Staging, a Weather Channel on WCLU, your home for local.
As I mentioned a couple of minutes ago, we do have rain in West Kentucky. Let me zoom in just a little bit right here, make sure I can, and nothing's popped up. Still, it's just the closest any rain is to us is in Paducah, which is about as far west as you can go. But we're seeing a little more moisture come our way, so we'll see as the temperature. I'm glad we don't have a lot of moisture right now, because at 30 degrees, some of that could be coming down as sleet. We don't really want to get into that. Yesterday, we got 0.3 of an inch of rain. Pressure is up at 30.42. Wind's a bit gusty, sometimes at 9 miles an hour. You know, it's like yesterday. When the wind hit you, it hit you, and you knew it was cold. And it's cold this morning, 30 degrees. WCLU. Coming up, trivia.
Save for holiday shopping throughout the year with Citizens First Christmas Club. Deposit money as often as you wish. You choose how much and when. You can even set up an automatic transfer from your Citizens First checking account. Interest accrues daily on your collected balance, is paid monthly, and the amount in the Christmas Club transfers to your Citizens First checking account early October. It's the perfect way to save for the holiday gift buying season. Stop by a branch today to open your Citizens First Christmas Club account.
Transfer continues until canceled. One withdrawal per Christmas Club year. Additional withdrawals $15 each. Interest is forfeited on funds withdrawn early. Member FDIC.
Why the name Fire Pit Spirits? Because your beverage of choice is meant to be enjoyed with good friends, celebrating life, happiness, or just the end of a hard week of work. And, as always, it's meant to be consumed responsibly. So, whatever you're celebrating, gather around your fire pit, because good times are made with the ones you choose to keep in your circle. Fire Pit Spirits. Best selection, best service, best friends.
TJ Sampson, providing TLC, total local care 24/7. My husband and I were both admitted to TJ Sampson. They were so good to us, and we will always go back to TJ, your local health care provider. Total local care 24/7.
Sit and wait any longer than necessary. You can see why so many choose Highland Pharmacy, and we invite you to come see us for your next prescription. Highland Pharmacy, just over from the TJ Health Pavilion. 1 Rogers Road, call 270-629-4300.
7:02 and 30 degrees at WCLU this morning. We need to let you know again. We're getting ready to play trivia here just in a moment, but we're going to have to play trivia on Facebook. Were you going to tell me something?
Yeah, Jerry Polson said somebody will be calling us.
Okay.
So I don't know that we'll be able to answer, but
okay.
we'll try. But
yeah, okay.
We'll look into it after we get off.
Yeah. We just got this is as we say it. This is in real time. But so just you can be ready to answer us on Facebook. I'll ask the question here just in a second, and we'll deal with not being able to talk to you. Okay.
Don't judge a book by its cover, and don't judge a building by its color. Barren River Consignment knows yellow and green may be an unusual exterior color for their building, but they don't mind, because what's inside is so unusual too. Barren River Consignment searches the entire area to find unique consigners and the best quality merchandise for our customers. Buying from estate sales, we have been able to fill the building with a wide selection of furniture, artwork, glassware, and a surprising number of one-of-a-kind pieces. Barren River Consignment cleans and polishes each piece so that it's ready for your home today. Come see the style. Come see the selection. And proudly say you got it from the green and yellow building behind Pizza Hut in the Glasgow Southgate Plaza. It's Barren River Consignment, and it's going to become your favorite place to shop for home furnishings.
Barren River Consignment is booking tag sales and consignment sales daily. Call 270-629-6666 and get started.
Boy, you talk about being proud of what we have around here as far as utilities, public workers. Just hung up talking with Lonnie Meredith, South Central RTC. They got us fixed. That's right. They had an outage, and they had to reboot a couple of cards, and one of them was ours, and ours has been rebooted. So we are going to be able to answer the telephone on trivia. And, of course, Wes will be monitoring the Facebook, too. But we'll be able to answer the telephone and play trivia today. See, that's what we appreciate. You appreciate more what we have when we see that folks understand how it works, and we'll have a problem or two, but they get on with it right there, you think?
Yeah, we're good.
Okay.
So no Facebook then,
okay.
Right?
Well, I mean, I hate to, change it back, but it's going to be hard to do both, I guess.
I'll tell you what, the first one gets it, whether it's on Facebook or the phone.
All right.
How about that?
And
I'll keep an eye on Facebook.
Okay, that'll be fine, and we'll come back and play it. Here we got about 1 minute to go before we start, but I just want to let you know that Lonnie Meredith, and he says a lot of folks behind the scenes helping him too, so we're glad to be hooked back up.
Congratulations.
Prescription Center is the culmination of my husband's professional career. When he took over GPC, he didn't want to be just good. He'd already done that. He wanted to be great. And I think his patients would agree that he's done just that. Could he get by with a smaller staff? Sure. The gift shop, the flower shop, delivery people, a brand new facility, none of those things are required to have a pharmacy, but that's why it's not just a good pharmacy, it's a great one. I'm really excited to see what Robert is going to do next because I know he's going to put his heart into it.
Who will be the future face of Pedigo Lessenberry? Through expert analysis, we've confirmed their potential. With intense training, we've prepared them for any occurrence. We've taken their strengths and made them stronger. Now it's time to see what they're made of. Presenting the future face of ISU Pedigo Lessenberry Insurance.
Hello, I'm Jared Pursley.
And I'm Daniel Bird.
And we're more than prepared to serve you here at ISU Pedigo Lessenberry Insurance.
Growing with a proud community since 1902.
Lessenberry.
Best selection, best friends.
All right, we are going to play trivia. Phillips IGA, the sponsor of trivia. And, of course, Phillips IGA, somebody's going to win their choice of a big old turkey or a 10-pound pack of ground beef when we draw on Friday. To get in the drawing, you got to answer the following question right after we hear this from Phillips. Okay?
Local small businesses play a vital role in our community. Phillips IGA in Hinesville is honored to be named the 2018 SCRTC Small Business of the Year. Phillips IGA was founded in 1960 and is a family-owned full-service grocery store with a butcher shop and deli department. Enjoy quality products with excellent prices and friendly customer service. View their full sales and online each week at phillipsiga.com. Like them on Facebook and visit them on Main Street in Hinesville. Congratulations once again to Phillips IGA as being named the 2018 Small Business of the Year by SCRTC. SCRTC.
All right. Everybody's calling in with the answer. I hadn't asked the question yet, but I'm glad you're calling because we got the phones working thanks to the emergency crew at SCRTC that got us all hooked back up. And here we go with a question for today. 651-9149, 800-956-1023. Listen up. This is an old radio jingle about a product. It's a commercial. A commercial for what?
What do you want when you gotta eat something? It's gotta be sweet and it's gotta be a lot, and you gotta have it now. What do you want? Nip, snack, and whip, back and patty, whack and ink and knack and double rack and double rack and...
651-9149. Everybody's calling, so I'm not going to play it again just yet until somebody has trouble getting it. No, it's not dial tone. 651-9149, 800-956-1023. Wes, is one of those lines off the hook up there? We'll make sure we have folks can call in. Trivia.
Pepsi.
No, it wasn't Pepsi. Listen close.
What do you want when you gotta eat something? It's gotta be sweet and it's gotta be a lot, and you gotta have it now. What do you want?
Well, what do you think it is? Hello, Trivia.
Is it Cracker Jack?
It is Cracker Jack. Who is it speaking?
Charlotte Glass.
Charlotte, how you doing?
I'm good.
Now, you've probably had some Cracker Jacks in your life, haven't you?
I have. And look, I always like to get the prize inside.
Yeah, that's right. It was the prize. Here, I'm going to play you the rest of the jingle, okay, Charlotte? You ready for this? Here we go.
Yes.
What do you want when you gotta eat something? It's gotta be sweet and it's gotta be a lot, and you gotta have it now. What do you want? Nip, snack, and whip, back and patty, whack and ink and knack and double rack and double rack and Cracker Jack and Cracker Jack.
See, they only say Cracker Jack twice in that commercial, Charlotte. But you say
I recognize the tune, but if you hadn't gone long enough, I probably wouldn't have. It wouldn't have come to mind, I don't think.
I think it's real neat the way that they did those commercials back in the day, and of course, Cracker Jack made famous for their prize inside, and it just worked out good that the actual candy-coated popcorn was good too, Charlotte.
It is good. It is good. I haven't had it in a while.
Well, I mean, it might make me hungry for some today, you know. Try for the prize. All right, Charlotte. Well, thanks for listening in, and we've got your name. We're going to put it in here in the basket that's over to my right, and we're going to be drawing out of that basket on Friday. You might be the winner. Either way, you'll win for sure. I have to ask Trevor Phillips if they have Cracker Jack still at Phillips Family IGA. I bet they do. If anybody does, they'll have it.
I bet they do.
All right, Charlotte, thanks a lot. We'll talk to you soon. And I'm glad we can have a two-way conversation now on the phone.
That's right. Thanks, Henry.
Bye-bye. Charlotte Glass, that's right. It's Cracker Jacks. That was the jingle, the old jingle. We'll play tomorrow. And hopefully you can get your name in the hat, too, and somebody's going to win that delicious 10-pound of ground beef or a big old turkey.
The Royce Radio Family. WCLU, 1490 Glasgow. WCLU FM, 102.3 Munfordville, Glasgow. And W276DO, 103.1 Glasgow.
CBS News Update. The remains of 6 more bodies have been found in the rubble of the Northern California wildfire. It brings the death toll in and around the town of Paradise to 48. More than 200 are still missing. Butte County Sheriff and Coroner Corey Honey says his office needs help.
We put in another order for 100 National Guard troops. They will work in conjunction with all of the other assets or resources that we have who are searching for human remains.
Evacuation orders have been lifted for thousands of people in Southern California, where wildfires have killed 2 people and destroyed more than 400 homes.
It's really bad. It's really, really bad. But you know what? We're all safe. Almost everyone I know still has their home.
A third fire ignited overnight in Rialto. KCBS TV's Nicole Comstock.
We have some crews on the ground in people's backyards making sure that they don't let these embers continue getting closer and closer to these houses.
CBS News Update. I'm Deborah Rodriguez.
Now at Wendy's, any size fry, just $1. Any fry, $1 at Wendy's.
7:11 at WCLU. We have 30 degrees, and we love company here at the radio station. And today, it's a good day because we got lots of company to visit. We're going to be talking about something very special coming up at Glasgow High School. And first things first, let's talk to the choral music sponsor, teacher, instructor at Glasgow High School. How's that? I got semi-close. Miss Sarah Shepard is here with us. First of all, she's going to talk first, and then we're going to introduce some very talented young students here. Good morning, Sarah. How are you?
Good morning. I'm so glad to be here. We're here to talk about our performance upcoming this weekend of Little Women, the musical.
That's going to be something that I know you all been spending a lot of time working on that.
Oh, yes. Oh, my goodness. Since September, we had auditions in September, and we've just been working really hard to make sure that it's a great performance right in time for the holidays.
Well, it seems to me like that you've got a program going there where a lot of folks are interested in participating. A lot of youngsters are interested in getting involved in the performing arts, and I think you're doing a good job inspiring these youngsters.
Thank you. Yeah, we're trying really hard to create some interest, and also at the school and also in the community as well.
Well, let's do this right now so we can do it again at the end, but
Okay.
What are the times and the dates of the performance so that folks will make sure and make a note of that?
The times and dates are this Saturday and Sunday. Saturday is at 7 p.m., so that's the 17th, and then the 18th Sunday at 2 p.m.
Okay, so we got an evening performance and a matinee.
Yes, and tickets are $10, and the general public can purchase them at the door. You can also purchase them at GHS Musical. .ludus.com, but if you don't want to write that down, you can go to our Facebook page and find it pretty easily there.
Okay. Yeah, it'll be easy to do for sure. If not, you can call out there and talk to Miss Bishop or somebody, and she'll
yes,
help
and
you figure out.
they can. Yes, she's very helpful. She can.
That's right. She supports all that stuff.
She does.
All right, so we've got. I haven't even counted 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 young students in the studio with us this morning. And have we talked about who's going to speak first?
Oh, I don't know that we have, but do we have any takers?
Well, now the people on television, we have people watching around the world on the Facebook Live and on the EPB Channel 6, so they might have seen y'all shake your head. So we'll just. So I'm going to pick which one shook their head first, and it was you. So you can walk right up here to the microphone, tell everybody who you are and what your role is in Little Women.
My name is Kylie Burchett, and I play Beth March in Little Women.
Okay, and has this been a good experience for you?
Yes, it has. It's been really great.
So would you encourage folks to come out there and meet Beth March and the other Little Women?
Yes, I would.
Okay. Well, thank you very much, Ms. Burchett. Now, coming up right here, I think you were copying off of her by shaking your head saying no. So that's how you got second. What's your name?
My name is Katie Lester, and I play Amy March.
Okay. Amy March. And is that, are you on good terms with this one over here in the play?
Yes.
Okay. All right. So you all will put on a good production of that, and the audience will feel how hard you all have worked on this in Little Women, correct?
Yes, definitely.
Okay. It's one you'll take with you, I think.
Yeah.
Okay. And anything else you'd like to talk about your experience that you've had so far?
It's been a lot of work, but it's definitely been like one of my favorite plays that I've done.
Mm-hmm. And so you've got you're an experienced actress in doing these productions,
yeah, I've
right?
done a few plays.
Okay. Well, that's good because, I don't think you got to learn something each time you do it. That's why you keep coming back. Isn't that right? That's right. They're loving your answers over here in the peanut gallery. Did you notice that? Or the Cracker Jack gallery, since we had that on trivia today. Yes, ma'am. I know your name, but I'm going to let you tell me. Ms.
I'm
Pack.
Emma Pack, yeah.
Okay, Emma Pack. Yes, uh-huh.
I play Jo March.
Okay. Another one of the March girls, huh?
Mm-hmm.
Well, let's talk about what your experience has been. You have a lot of experience in theatrical productions.
Yes.
I want to hear what your most positive takeaway is from being involved in this.
I think this is definitely, since it is a smaller cast, it is a lot more work for everybody. Everybody has to put in a little bit more. And we don't have a big ensemble backing us up because the show doesn't really call for an ensemble. So it gives us a lot more room to grow. And it's just been really hard work, but it's really paid off.
Is it intimidating, a piece of work that's as well known, has been done as many times, and has stood the test of time? Is it intimidating to step into those roles, to do it yourself?
Yeah, it can be. You really do want to, especially a show as classic as Little Women, you really want to try to do them justice and do it the best you can.
Does it help if you've seen it other places many times, or would you rather just come in and do it cold?
I personally like to watch a bunch of different versions just to get a different idea, see what other people have done, get a different feel. I like to see a bunch of different takes on interpretations of it.
Thank you, Emma.
You're welcome.
And you're Miss March. What's your first name?
Joe March.
Okay, Joe March.
Yeah.
I want to make sure that I get that right. Okay, next.
My name is Scout Oliver, and I play Meg March.
Okay, Scout. Tell me this. What has been your most positive part of this experience?
Well, this whole experience has been new for me. So I've usually been the stage manager backstage, but circumstances called for me to step in this year, and I never expected it to be so fun. I knew that it would be a lot of work, but it's really showed me how much goes into actually performing on a stage that I hadn't really understood before. So I think that the most positive thing that's come out of it is just being able to experience something new with a bunch of people that I'm friends with and that I care about.
That's a great part of the story, because you have moved from being the stage manager, where you see how hard people work, but you step up and say, I can do that. And apparently, girls, she's doing it. Is that right?
Yes.
Okay, all right. Well, Scout, thanks a lot, and we look forward to seeing you this weekend as well. And last but not least, I think she shook her head saying, yeah, I do want to talk. And she got to go last. Go ahead.
My name's Faith Appleby, and I play Marmee March. I'm the mother of these four.
Okay. Can you make them behave in that play, can you?
Sometimes.
Sometimes. Well, so you have to, you're playing, I guess, above your real life age and playing a mother, so you've got to plug in some things that maybe you haven't experienced firsthand, but you've got to make it realistic, and I'm sure that's a different challenge for being the mother.
Yeah, that's a real struggle, but these girls have been nothing but helpful and really making playing a family easy.
So you're a proud mom in this case, right?
Absolutely.
Well, it looks to me like that you all have, but I know you've had a lot of time for rehearsal and a lot of time to build some chemistry, and the public's going to miss it if they don't come out here and get to see how you all put all this together, you think?
Right.
And so let's see here. Do we...
she can say it.
Okay, she can... Okay, we're going to repeat how to get tickets and how to... and the times of performances. Mom, you've been chosen to be the spokesperson.
Tickets are $10 at the door. The performances are Saturday, November 18th at 7 p.m. Saturday, November 17th at 7 p.m. and Sunday, November 18th at 2 p.m.
That's in the auditorium at Glasgow High School.
Yes,
it's a really nice place to watch a production. It's kind of an intimate place, very good acoustics, and doesn't wear you all out trying to be heard as you are performing. So I think it's going to be something to enjoy. All right. Okay. Ms. Shepard, have we missed anything?
No, I just think that it's a great story and a great play for this time of year. It's definitely family friendly, so you could bring all ages to come see it, and we hope that you will join us.
Well, I thank you all for taking the time to get down here early today to talk about it, because I know our audience is going to be looking forward to seeing you all, and hope we can have 2 sellouts this weekend,
okay?
I
hope so too.
All right, and y'all have a good day at school, and thank you so much for sharing with us today.
Thank you for having us.
We appreciate you all coming by here where it's still at 30 degrees. We didn't warm it up while you were here. 30 degrees. The news is now.
Do It Center is Glasgow's only locally owned hardware store, and that means a lot to me. Lessonberry's has been in business for over 100 years. I walk in the store, they know who I am, and I get the help that I need. For me, Lessonberry's is the easiest place for me to shop, simply because it's a local family-owned business, and I feel comfortable when I'm there. And I'm glad there's still a place like that in Glasgow I can go to.
Hi, I'm Fred Parrish here at Parrish Carpet in Glasgow, Kentucky. My parents started this business over 50 years ago, so we know flooring here at Parrish Carpet. We have a large showroom and a big selection in stock. We do custom binding and we do free estimates. We've served a lot of people in the 50+ years, and we'd like to thank each and every one of you. So if you have a flooring need, come see us at Parish Carpet.
Find the next great piece for your home at Barren River Consignment, where the inventory is designed to provide something for everyone. Affordable household items from mid-century to home decor, including furniture, artwork, dinnerware, glassware, and more. Each piece is cleaned and polished to ensure the highest quality to become the perfect fit for your home. Barren River Consignment also offers estate and tag sale services. Shop for style without breaking the bank. Barren River Consignment, located on L. Rogers Wells Boulevard in Glasgow.
A bountiful harvest is proof that hard work does pay off. Ken Davis Produce is also proof that driving just another 90 seconds past Donnelly's in Glasgow is a payoff in the quality you see and taste. And folks around here can taste the difference. Ken Davis Produce is next to the Farmers Livestock Market. They have fall items now, like pumpkins in various shapes, colors, and sizes, and mums too. It's like a farmer's market that's open every day, but Sunday, of course, 8 to 5, 6 days a week. If you like things old-fashioned way, you're going to love Ken Davis Produce, out 68 and 80, just past the Livestock Market.
Extreme.
You know you can depend on WCLU for local news on the air, online, on demand at WCLUradio.com.
For WCLU Local News, I'm Wes Royce reporting. Here's a follow-up information on the inaugural Mega Mammoth event held in Cave City October 27th, where 100% of the admission fees collected that day were given to the COSAIR charities. During that one-day event, over 400 persons came through the gates to show their support for the cause and to visit the vendors that had set up selling items. In one day, the first event, they successfully raised $2,032 for COSAIR charities to assist with life-saving medical expenses for children in need, and we're also able to sell 76 raffle tickets on the 1939 Chevy sedan street rod that was going to be given away here in a few weeks by the Shrine Club of Kentucky. A special thank you goes out to all the media and community for supporting the Mega Mammoth Trade Show, which was the first inaugural event this year. Shooting their highest score of the season, Barron County AJROTC defeated Kelikihie Rifle Team 872 to 811 last week in the National Air Rifle League. Their fourth win in a row. They have finished the season with a 5-1 record, and they were led by Mackenzie Martinez, who shot a .233. The remaining contributing members were Wesley Liverman, Hunter Seiler, and Isaac Shackelford. And the two teams competing in the distinguished division of the Orion National Air Rifle League will be the Barron County AJROTC program and the Hershey AJROTC program. This is an event sponsored by Orion Scoring System. The league is a national team league for high school teams and junior rifle clubs. In Kentucky, approximately 9,981 children live in some type of foster care setting. Many have spent most of their lives in this temporary situation. 27% of these will never return to their birth families. Sadly, 257 children and youth in the Barren River region are living in foster care, whose goal is adoption. The typical child who is available for adoption is at least 9 years old, moves 3 or more times in foster care, separated from siblings, and will wait at least 5 years to be adopted. Tragically, many will never be adopted and will leave the system at age 18, going into the world without the support of a family. The month of November is National Adoption Awareness Month, and the Family Enrichment Adoption Resource Program believes everyone can make a difference, either by adopting a child from foster care or by supporting the work of agencies finding forever families for waiting children. On Monday, November 19th, they will celebrate the 56 families who adopted 93 children this past year in the Barren River region. The reception will start at 6 p.m. at the Cabinet for Health and Family Services Department of Protection and Permanency, located in Bowling Green. Park City Elementary will host author Jessica Young on Friday, November the 16th. The visit is part of Kentucky Humanities statewide KBF School Days program, a student outreach program of the Kentucky Book Festival. From November 12th through 16th, 6 children's authors will visit 11 schools in geographically diverse parts of Kentucky, reaching more than 1,250 students. Jessica Gray grew up in Canada, author of 15 books, including the award-winning My Blue is Happy, the Haggis and Tank Unleashed Early Chapter book series, Play This Book, and Pet This Book. She lives with her family in Tennessee. Young also emphasizes that many revisions take place before a book is final, and that revision is essential in part of the writing process. 125 Park City Elementary students will participate in the program thanks to a generous grant from the Elsa Heisel Sewell Foundation. For WCLU Local News, I'm Wes Royce reporting. Log online to WCLUradio.com.
Do you wake up every day feeling like you've been in a wrestling match? Could be your opponent is your mattress. Glasgow Mattress Outlet has helped a lot of folks win the battle for a great night's sleep by having a large showroom full of great choices for your home. Competitive pricing with remote beds starting at $235, and they have the memory foam mattresses for any size bed. Buying the right mattress to fit your need isn't complicated. Just stop in at Glasgow Mattress Outlet and see how easy they make it. They even have comfortable and affordable sheets. Any size 6-piece sheet set is just $22.65. Wow! Remember, Glasgow Mattress Outlet is stocking pocket knives for Christmas too. Find out what Glasgow Mattress Outlet customers already know. A better night means a happier life. Get started at 629 West Main, open Monday through Friday 9 to 5:30 and Saturday till 4:30.
Can you believe it's almost Christmas again? It seems to come sooner and sooner every year. Don't let Santa be caught empty-handed. Start a Christmas Club account at the People's Bank. Start your new Christmas Club account this month. Make deposits anytime, any amount until October 2019. Your account pays out in October, and you are ready for holiday shopping. You will even earn interest. Stop by our office today to start saving for the holidays, and let us relieve some of that holiday stress. The People's Bank, working for you. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Bailey Gibson, them a deal-making, hand-shaking, wheel-turning, hard-working dealer.
In life, mistakes happen. Dad dropped his flip phone in the lake. We all had to laugh, but guess what? He bought another flip phone. Got just what he wanted. You should too. Don't make a mistake by going to a dealer who doesn't put you and your needs first. Don't let your needs and dreams sink to the bottom. Snag a great deal at Bailey Gibson.
Come on, call my dandy's new flip phone.
In more local news at this hour, a local artist's work on display at the Glasgow Barron County Chamber of Commerce. Ruth Ann Howe, a native of Barron County, has mastered the skill of painting, and currently her artwork is on display at the Chamber. Ruth Ann and her husband Richard now live in Glasgow. Ruth wears many hats as a wife, mother, now a grandmother to 6 grandchildren. Always a creative soul, and after retirement from the Glasgow Board of Education, she became an avid painter in acrylic and watercolor mediums. Painting has opened her world to the experience of viewing subjects dimensionally while capturing the subtlety of colors. Whether painting flowers, landscapes, country lanes, or her grandchildren's favorite subjects, she enjoys capturing the essence of life around her. She's an active member of the Arts Guild of the Barrens and often displays her art at the Fine Arts Bistro on East Main Street. Be sure to stop by the Glasgow Barron County Chamber of Commerce this week to view her artwork. A reception to honor Ruth Ann Howe will be held at the Chamber office on Monday from 4:30 until 6 p.m. Be sure to stop by and enjoy the lovely artwork of this talented artist, Ruth Ann Howe. Also, the Glasgow Barron County Chamber of Commerce will host a ribbon cutting coming up today at 11 a.m. That will be for the Kentucky Career Center, located at 445 North Green Street. For WCLU Local News, I'm Wes Royce.
I'm Lainey Hughes with this week's Trojan Report. Congratulations to BCHS Cheer, winning first runner-up at UCA Bluegrass Regional and winning second runner-up in UCA Game Day, earning 2 bids to Nationals in Orlando. All Calendar Girl winners should have already sent pictures and sponsors to Gerald Printing or Miss Bewley. Congratulations to the Barron County FFA. The trap team placed 4th in the recent state competition held in Hartford, Kentucky. The veterinary science team placed 12th in the state, and the horsemanship team placed 2nd in the state in recent competition at Murray State. FCA students will be taking a yearbook photo during WIN on Tuesday, November 20th in the gym. Also, information is being provided this week at the morning FCA huddles regarding a Christmas party December 12th. See Mr. Steenbergen in room 12 for more information. The junior class is selling candy bars to raise money for prom. Earn a free ticket by selling 2 boxes of chocolate. See Miss Harris in room 25 in the science hall for more information. The Leo's Club is setting boxes throughout the school for students to donate new or gently used items for the community. These items can be for both adults and children. Possible items could include coats or jackets, gloves or mittens, socks, and beanies. These items will be distributed at the local soup kitchen and at the Boys and Girls Club. Anyone interested in Vex Robotics should plan to meet Friday, November 16th in room 229 of the Innovation Zone immediately after school. The lab will be open for students to build and program until 4:30. If you have any questions, see Ms. Page. Preparatory business and marketing students attending the Gordon Ford College of Business Student Day on November 30th must have their permission forms submitted to Ms. Rush in room 100 at an ATC by Friday. On the sports calendar, Thursday the bowling teams will host Warren Central, and on Saturday the swim team will compete in the Rick Cohn Invitational at Hopkinsville. Also on Saturday, the dance team competes in a regional competition at Muhlenberg County, and the cheer team competes in a regional competition at Bowling Green. Next Monday, the Trojanette basketball team has a home scrimmage against the Dare County. Next Tuesday, the Trojan basketball team has a home scrimmage against Lurie County. For a daily rundown on what's happening at BCHS, tune in to our student radio broadcasts each day at around 7:30 a.m. and 3 p.m. on our high school radio station, Trojan Radio 88.7 FM, and online at barronschools.com. That's this week's Trojan Report from Barron County High, where opportunity creates success. We are BC.
From the Kentucky News Network, I'm Jaleesa Chapman. A former Campbellsville women's basketball player is dead in Missouri after police say she was a victim in a murder-suicide.
Police near Kansas City, Missouri, say 27-year-old Courtney Bivens was shot and killed by 34-year-old Joshua Mobley, who then turned the gun on himself. Police say the two were close friends, but not in a domestic relationship. Bivens played for Campbellsville University and graduated in 2013. She also played for Western Kentucky University. Bivens played for Lexington Christian Academy in high school and won a state championship. The women's basketball program asked the public to join us in praying for everyone affected by this horrible loss. I'm Suzanne Duval.
30 Kentuckians fatally overdose a week, according to Attorney General Andy Beshear. Beshear tells WLKY he would like to see more resources dedicated to programs and treatment.
When 80% of people using heroin got addicted through prescription pills, it means that there's a supply that we can eliminate and truly create a better tomorrow, and it occurs 1 minute at a time.
Beshear passed out drug disposal pouches in Jefferson County on Tuesday. A Frankfort teacher is accused of showing up to school under the influence. Tamatha Bradley pled not guilty in court Tuesday. Reports say in October, the second-grade Collins Lane Elementary School teacher smelled of alcohol, could not speak coherently, and had trouble standing. A Central Kentucky couple is facing charges after authorities discovered one dead and two emaciated dogs at a home. Brittany Fain is director of the Garrett County Animal Shelter. She tells WKYT she was called to the scene on a report of a dead dog tied to a tree.
I hope it's not as bad as it sounds. It's usually what I hope and pray for, but when I got there, it's been one of the worst ones I've seen.
Johnny Denny and Maria Denny are charged with animal cruelty and torture. I'm Jaleesa Chapman.
This is the Kentucky News Network.
Alabama, live in concert.
Song of the South.
Friday, December 7th, Rupp Arena. A historic night in Lexington, Kentucky for one night only.
Like Grandma,
Alabama, with Ricky Skaggs.
Stay country boy, country boy.
And the Kentucky Headhunters. Tickets on sale now at Ticketmaster.com. Presented by iHeartRadio.
Hi, I'm Ellie Clifford, and I'm thankful that my mom always makes us buckle up. It saved our lives. 3 years ago, me, my mom, my sister, and my friend were heading to church on a rainy day. Going around a curve, a car coming the other way hit us, and we went off the road and flipped over. It was scary, but thanks to our seat belts, all we got were a few bruises and scrapes. So give yourselves a chance to be thankful and wear your seatbelt.
The Glasgow Scotty football team will be trying to capture its second consecutive region championship on Friday when they travel to northern Kentucky to take on the Walton Verona Bearcats. Hello, everybody. I'm WCLU Sports Director Joe Myers, inviting you to join us for the broadcast on Friday. Kickoff is at 6:30 Central Time, so our pregame coverage will begin at 6 o'clock on Light 102.3, WCLU 1490 AM and 103.1 FM, and online at playwclu.com.
The Weather Channel brings you the latest forecast. Sponsored
Sponsored by Southern States in Glasgow.
Do you know who your new Purina dealer in Barron County is? It's Southern States Glasgow Cooperative. Yes, Southern States now stocks Purina bag feeds, chicken, pigs, cows, and horses. Check with Frank or any of the friendly Southern States staff. Stock up on muck boots for the whole family and save 10% off. Men's, women's, boys, and girls muck boots in the latest styles. And as the weather cools down, check with Jimmy at Southern States to learn about ventless propane heaters from 10,000 to 30,000 BTUs. The staff at Southern States is ready to help you year-round in every way. 300 Sampson Street, Glasgow.
All right, so here we go. We're right on the edge of the winter weather advisories for tonight, early tomorrow morning. I think the best chance of frozen accumulations of ice and snow is probably going to be to our north. But, hey, we've got to have a heads-up. Winter weather advisory, 6 p.m. this evening until 5 a.m. Thursday morning. Have some rain showers around this morning, steadier rain this afternoon, but a chilly rain at that. To be heads up early, take a look at the car thermometer. If your numbers are around freezing and that precip comes in, it may briefly start even this morning as a little bit of sleet or wet snow, but not anticipating problems first part of the day. With the rain this afternoon, certainly slick travel with the wet roadways, 39 degrees. And then tonight we'll have rain around and drop to 32 degrees, so there may be some freezing rain, maybe some sleet and snow in some spots. So heads up tomorrow morning. Could get a little bit slick. And as we go through the day tomorrow, we should rise to 40, and we may get a few snow showers later in the day and into tomorrow night. And then the colder air comes in, back into the upper 20s tomorrow night. Friday, mostly sunny, better low 50s, and even better for the upcoming weekend as we start a dry run of weather. Saturday and Sunday, a mix of clouds and sunshine, highs in the mid to upper 50s. I'm meteorologist Ray Staging, a Weather Channel on WCLU, your home for local.
Thank you, Ray. Let's look at our current conditions. The barometric pressure is still up there at 30.41. I'm going to zoom in here on the constant coverage and studio radar screen again to let you know that rain's still continuing to populate the Jackson Purchase area of Kentucky. We do have more shower activity from about Sturgis, Kentucky, up to near Henderson and on back down through Paducah, down into the northwest corner of Tennessee. Still nothing here in south central Kentucky, but it's potentially in the neighborhood for sure. We're at 30 degrees now from WCLU at the 7:38 mark.
It was a Friday. We were wrapping up a slow night on highway patrol when the call came in. Deer Patrol, Buck speaking. Slow down, Tom. Slow down. What's the problem? What, you hit a deer and Southern Kentucky Collision is going to give you a free turkey? Well, that sounds like a great idea. I'm sorry you don't agree, but Southern Kentucky Collision knows that deer do a ton of damage to vehicles. Kentucky's ranked 4th in the country in number of deer collisions this time of year. A free turkey when you bring your vehicle to Southern Kentucky Collision for repair of the deer damage is a great way to turn your luck around. Well, not your luck around. Southern Kentucky Collision's respected work is well documented. So if you hit a deer, don't be a turkey. Get a turkey. Bring your vehicle to Southern Kentucky Collision. Industrial Drive, Glasgow, 651-6413.
739 WCLU. Where do they have fun? We're talking about Ralphie's Fun Center. They do birthday parties, large and small, for big people and small people. And they have big get-togethers, be it a corporate Christmas party, be it just a fun celebration of a great year, whatever the case may be at Ralphie's Fun Center. They'll make it happen, and they'll make it be fun, too. So here we go with update of the birthdays here, brought to you by Ralphie's Fun Center. We've got Lena Hills having a birthday. Lena Hills is celebrating. Also, it's the birthday of Linda Shaw. We understand Linda is 67 today. Ava Grace Hoskins is 7. It's Lindsay Bartley, it's Sue Haynes, James Brown, Chris DeVore, Rachel Rogan is 22, Jennifer Polston, Randall Gray, Sarah Beth McCowan, Bob Hunt, Blake Oliver, Earl Jackson, David Peterson, Cade Jones is 1 today. Lindsay Goss has a birthday today, too, and it's all birthdays so far. Room for anniversaries if you'd like to add in, and somebody off of this list, and anybody we add to it for about the next hour or so is going to be eligible to be winning the drawing of a Dairy Queen birthday cake and eligible to win the drawing for a Greer's Rosebud vase today, too. So get in here and let us know. Also, don't forget we're patting Lowell Browning on the back today. A really good fella. If you happen to see Lowell Browning around town today, why don't you pat him on the back and tell him he's good as gold from WCLU and a little taste of Texas. That would be mighty nice.
The Bobby Driver Memorial Scholarship Fund presents I Love Rock and Roll. I Love Rock and Roll. Saturday night, November the 17th at the Plaza Theater. Come enjoy an evening full of wonderful entertainment featuring great performances from Madison Coots, Justin Cole Meredith, Pride and Joy, Randy Rush, Terry Curtis, Miss Adrian's dance team, plus the pioneering local rock and roll band, The Mists of Time.
1, 2, 3, good loving.
Tickets are only $10 each and are available online at plaza.org. Doors open at 6, show starts at 7. Every penny benefits the Bobby Driver Memorial Scholarship. Get online and get your tickets for Saturday night's I Love Rock and Roll at the Plaza Theater.
Hey, well, I'm a friend of stranger in the back of the won't you hop inside my car?
Hello, I'm Anthony Myatt. Thanks for calling. How can I help you?
I need life insurance, but it's so complicated.
It can be. As a Modern Woodman agent, I'm trained to design the best plan for you.
Great. Thanks a lot. I'm so glad I called you.
Call me anytime at 427-6807.
Get to know your local Modern Woodman representative to plan for your financial future and learn about valuable member benefits. Modern Woodman of America. Touching lives, securing futures. Securities offered through MWA Financial Services, Inc., a wholly owned subsidiary of Modern Woodman of America.
742 WCLU. Wait a minute. Yeah, I had my protein bar and a little bit choked up over it. But now I'm all right. Let me jump in here and tell you about tomorrow. Miss Beska Moore is going to instruct a class in chair yoga at noon tomorrow at the Mary Wood Weldon Library. Sounds very interesting, and Beska is a seasoned professional in the art of yoga, so you'll enjoy that tomorrow at 12 noon down at the library. Also, I want to remind you about the applications for the Glasgow Christmas Parade available for pickup at the Chamber office. You can download them online at glasgowbaronchamber.com. The entry fee is $30. No application after 4:30 this Friday afternoon, so you want to be sure. And remember that. We'll do some tidbit news here right around the bend.
Prosthetics understands that when it comes to comfort and function, not all prosthetic devices are made the same. A properly fitted prosthesis can allow you to walk naturally without daily pain and discomfort. Extreme Prosthetics works with your physician and insurance company to help you get the comfort and function you deserve. Don't let your current discomfort and lack of mobility discourage you. Call the experts at Extreme Prosthetics today for a better, more comfortable life.
It just takes one look at the new facility at 1300 West Main Street, and you can tell the People's Bank is growing. And that's because we have great customers who know a thing or two about growth. And what they'll all tell you is, well, the best growth strategy has always been hard work. That's why when it came time for Jerry Anderson to expand his cattle operation, he trusted the growth of his herd to the People's Bank, who worked hard to find the unique solutions to fit his needs. Experience what growth can be like with the People's Bank, working for you.
Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
All right, let me get in here and tell you about a really nice couple having a wedding anniversary today. It's Mark and Bonnie Edwards. Mark and Bonnie Edwards. They are good folks, and they are having a wedding anniversary today. I want to be sure to get Mark and Bonnie included on the list of winners, on the list of, well, they're winners because they're happily married, and on the birthday anniversary club for today for Mark and Bonnie Edwards. And also, we've got Reagan Griffith. That's Reagan Griffith celebrating a birthday today. And we have Miss Grace Lowe, who just joined our list of honorees today. Grace Lowe. So congratulations. Keep them coming.
Why the name Fire Pit Spirits? Because your beverage of choice is meant to be enjoyed with good friends, celebrating life, happiness, or just the end of a hard week of work. And, as always, it's meant to be consumed responsibly. So, whatever you're celebrating, gather round your fire pit, because good times are made with the ones you choose to keep in your circle. Fire Pit Spirits. Best selection, best service, best friends.
TJ Sampson, providing TLC, Total Local Care, 24/7. My husband and I were both admitted to TJ Sampson. They were so good to us, and we will always go back to TJ, your local health care provider. Total Local Care, 24/7.
With so many opportunities available, see why Ahead Staffing is the place so many in Southern Kentucky have chosen to help find the right job for them. And don't forget to visit aheadstaffingbg.com.
746 WCLU and 30 degrees. Somewhere over here, I've got some Tidbit News singers who properly introduced this program.
From the north, south, east, west, NEWS, here's the latest news.
We spin the globe and let it land on interesting things from around the world or up the street, mostly around the world for today. You like sports? And I saw this story on the Newswire this morning that I thought you get a little chuckle out of it here, or at least I do. Are you with me up there?
I'm here.
Okay, I want to make sure your mic's working before I get started. And I just like to double check. All right, this is a story out of England. The England Football Association, which we know better in this country as soccer. The England Football Association has suspended a referee, Wes.
Mm-hmm.
This referee's name is David McNamara. Now, Dave is suspended for 21 days. You know what he did?
Too many cards?
No, he forgot to bring a coin with him out of the locker room, and so instead of going back and getting the coin, he had the two captains play rock, paper, scissors.
Yeah.
So anyway, hey,
That's not a bad way to do it.
So let's play rock, paper, scissors. It says here that McNamara forgot his coin in the dressing room prior to the Women's Super League match between Manchester City and Reading on October the 26th. And rather than returning or going to the touchline to collect one, he had the two skippers decide their ends and who would kick off with the game of rock, paper, scissors.
Honestly, I don't know why they're suspending him. If you don't have a coin, that's the next best thing.
Steph Houghton, the captain of the England and Manchester City teams, and Christy Pearce, the captain of the Reading team, were the two who had to take part at the center circle. Now, get this, Mr. McNamara here has been suspended for 3 weeks by the governing body, and from November the 26th and 3 weeks forward, he has the right to appeal the decision. The women's refereeing manager, Joanna Stimson, said earlier this month, quote, the referee forgot his coin, and in that moment in a TV game, he was really pushed for time. It was a moment of madness. So
it's still a game of chance either way. Flipping a coin is the same thing.
That's right, it is. And the rock, paper, scissors, and they were saying, hey, this is a game that's televised, so we've got to... We can't make them go to a commercial because
he was thinking on his feet.
I thought it was pretty smart guy. Hey, this is the next best thing.
What else are you going to do? Get on the PA and say anybody got a coin?
Yeah, you're going to fake it anyway. But he's got 3 weeks of suspension there. I hope that they will. He can appeal the decision.
If he's not on paid leave, he still might not have a quarter.
Right, that's right. He's got to get some more change. And this story, we have these stories from time to time, Wes, where. Some folks come up with, we have things in our language that people perceive to be offensive, and they make them...
people get offended too easily.
Yeah, as non-inclusive.
That's problem number one.
Yeah, well, this story that I have today is out of Colorado State University. Now, the administrators over there at Colorado State have designated a common greeting as non-inclusive language, and you can't use this on Colorado State University campus anymore. You ready? Long time no see.
Why can't you say
Long time no see, according to student Katrina Leby, who writes for the campus newspaper. According to this meeting she had with somebody over in the administration department, the director of diversity and inclusion showed her a list of terms and phrases considered contrary.
Wait a minute. Colorado taxpayers are paying somebody to be director of diversity and inclusion?
That's right.
What a waste of money.
Well, and I don't think he's a native. It's Zahra Al-Salom.
Well, that's diverse.
Director of Diversity and Inclusion. He showed her a list of terms and phrases considered contrary to the university's mission of fostering inclusion. One of the phrases was long time no see, which is viewed as derogatory to those of Asian descent.
Well, you'd already have to be going down that path to even find that offensive.
Leby also noted the administrators discouraged the use of you guys in favor of y'all. So, instead of saying, hey,
That's
you guys, now you have to say y'all, which is gender neutral and ungrammatical. Her column does not claim that administrators force students to use the gender neutral terminology, just that such terminology is preferred. Al Salom did not respond to a request for a comment. Hey, somebody getting paid to do this, they need to return their call to the news media. Jennifer Cabani sees this as an example of campus political correctness run amok.
Yeah.
And I'm having a hard time disagreeing. I can't imagine anybody reading racial subtext into long time no see unless they have already been instructed to look for it.
Take those brain cells and put them somewhere useful is all I can say. Get over it and quit being offended.
The Wikipedia.
Maybe one day you'll be director of diversity and inclusion somewhere.
The Wikipedia page raises the possibility that this is of Chinese or Native American origin, but an NPR article says the phrase is so widespread it's impossible to tell for sure. It's no wonder that the policing microaggressions might actually backfire. So I guess there used to be this attempt to sound Asian just to make a point, but I can't see. Hello, sir. Hello, Papa, son. Long time no see.
As far as I'm concerned, those 4 words are not of Mandarin descent.
No, that's right. Anyway, but it's on the Tidbit Newswire.
But somewhere somebody's thinking about those things, so I guess that's all right.
That's exactly right, y'all. I don't want to. Often I go to restaurants in other cities where, what are you guys going to have?
I know if I ever find myself at Colorado State University, I guarantee you, I'm going to go up to everybody I can find and say, "Hey, long time no see."
Long time no see. Actually,
how are y'all doing?
Long time never see.
How are you guys doing?
That's Tidbit News for today, y'all.
Is the culmination of my husband's professional career. When he took over GPC, he didn't want to be just good. He'd already done that. He wanted to be great. And I think it's